Yeah, they gave me. They shut the stream down. It must have been the Afro Samurai thing. They shut the stream down. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. So in any case, give me a second and yeah. Yeah, this looks alright. We'll see. I don't know where they shut the stream off. Maybe they shut the stream off. I wasn't watching the intake. Yeah, we'll check out some more game shit though. We'll check out some more game shit. Some more game previews and some of the games that I'm looking at to look to play now in the future, down the road. Yeah, we'll see. Now I'm gonna put some music on. Then I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. And then we'll look at some more shit.
Right, the name Kodak Black.
Give me a second.
How'd you get the name Kodak Black?
I mean, it's a lot of ways I could explain that. You know what I'm saying? Sniper again, hey. I say, man, you gotta let me in the club with my wooly, man. You got to. Everywhere I go, I got my shooter with me. Ain't going in the club, can bring my ruler in it. Ain't no cameraman, but I'll shoot a nigga. That's why they call me Kodak, cause I'll shoot a nigga. Everywhere I go, I got my shooter with me. Ain't going in the club, can bring my ruler in it. Ain't no cameraman, but I'll shoot a nigga. That's why they call me Kodak, cause I'll shoot a nigga. I'm on probation, but I'm sliding. I don't even supposed to be out. But I'm lurking, trying to come see what your pressure about. See when it's about me, I'ma slide. Run in your hive. See when it's about me, niggas die. Cause I'm in my prime. I ain't got no time to do no beefing. Like I'm a vegan. See when it's pressure, I ain't sleeping. I ain't doing no tweeting. And I violate to get a pussy nigga straight. And when I pull up, I'm busting that shit out the gate. And I don't leave no shells around with my 38. I ain't wearing a suit, but I'll catch me another case. I ain't no engineer, but I got that tooling on me, bitch. And when I'm in the club, I got that wooling on me, bitch. Everywhere I go, I got my shooter with me. I ain't going in the club, can bring my ruler in it. I ain't no cameraman, but I'll shoot a nigga. That's why they call me Kodak, cause I'll shoot a nigga. Everywhere I go, I got my shooter with me. I ain't going in the club, can bring my ruler in it. Ain't no cameraman, but I'll shoot a nigga. That's why they call me Kodak, cause I shoot a nigga. I shoot a pussy nigga like I'm doing a film. I don't lay her, I cross it like I'm in a gym. I got my shooter with me, posted with me under the rim. I got my sniper on the bleacher, you don't even see him. I got a beamer, but I'm sliding late night in the kill. And I ain't playing football, but I'm really in the field. In the Kodak, I be flashing, I'm steady snapping. And I ain't doing a show if I can't come in with my ratchet. A nigga ever snatch my chain, I'ma stop rapping. These niggas don't really be about their issue, they just be capping. I ain't no engineer, but I got that tool on me, bitch. And when I'm in the club, I got that wool on me, bitch. Everywhere I go, I got my shooter with me. I ain't going in the club, can bring my ruler in it. I ain't no cameraman, but I'll shoot a nigga. That's why they call me Kodak, cause I'll shoot a nigga. Everywhere I go, I got my shooter with me. I ain't going in the club, can bring my ruler in it. Ain't no cameraman, but I'll shoot a nigga. That's why they call me Kodak, cause I'll shoot a nigga. I mean, it's a lot of ways I could explain it. You know what I mean? I be living for the moment. Yeah. I can explain it that way. That's some fly shit, I think. Just say. I ain't no cameraman though, but I'll shoot a nigga. I just thought of that real quick.
Yeah. That's a good
people be asking me that question and shit. So that's my new answer.
Yo, fuck off. Go back to fucking whatever stupid shit. Like literally, get out of get fucking get my mom's fucking family out of my business. Get the fuck off my Spotify. Get out of my business. Go fuck yourselves. Go play porn pretend. Like this shit literally. Go fuck yourselves. I want you out of my fucking business. And I see your stupid asses on Spotify. I'm about to tell Spotify and complain that shit. I don't listen to pop music. No insults to anybody, but yo, I don't fucking listen to pop music. Fuck off. Understand? No, I'm pretty sure they shut that shit off because of the Afro Samurai thing. Yeah. Star Wars Old Republic, that's another one. It's free to play that I keep my eye on it all the time. See what's going on with it. What has kept me from playing Star Wars is
Beginning.
there's no road. It's the same problem with Guild
If you
Wars.
think you
It's
can
only
take on the
kind of rogue
Empire,
shit.
you're in for a rude awakening.
For the Republic! Hang on!
May the Force be with us.
So are you gonna let me be a Jedi Knight and rock a fucking red lightsaber? Is that a thing? Yeah, you gonna let me rock a red lightsaber as a Jedi Knight?
Focus, Sahar.
I did it! Did you see? Wow.
I know it is difficult to accept. But the Force has chosen you.
Destroy this machine and all records of it.
Right.
Yes, Master
Nico
Lord.
has a character. Dark Malgus.
Go, now!
Sahar? Is that you?
You're too late, Malgus. Focus, Sahar.
I did it! Did you see? Wow.
Will you be taking both children?
No. The brother shows little connection with the Force. Sahar. The Force has chosen you.
Sahar! No!
I sense your past, Padawan.
Can't take her!
Your pain, your fear. This is how the Sith and Jedi maintain control, revealing the ways of the Force to some, and keeping it from others.
Sahar!
Slavery
Don't listen to him!
How many were left behind, so that the Jedi could play God?
Yeah, see?
done, young one. Now give it to me.
You could have saved my brother.
What?
Was I chosen by the Force? Or you?
Now's not the time.
Do you know what it is your master just destroyed?
Sahar, listen to me.
A machine built to find those the Jedi didn't deem worthy.
Silence! Give it to me. Now, Padawan!
It's not too late. Give me the plans.
No!
We can still find your brother.
I've only ever protected you. You must trust me.
Very well.
Sahar, I'm sorry.
All your life you've been in a cage, Padawan. When you're ready, break free.
Yeah, I better keep an eye on the intake. No, that fucking Showbeck, dude. You can't show anything that has to do with any shit that has to do with anime or any shit like that. You'll get copyright dings since that Showbeck cocksucker showed up in WoW. Anybody associated with WoW can't show anime shit at all. Like literally, if I use anything from Bleach, if I fucking cut up the Byakuya fucking song and get like at the like I was gonna loop the fucking God, what in the Linkin Park? Yeah, that part at the beginning of the Byakuya Bankai. I was gonna loop that and turn that into a theme song. You can't even get at that shit. But that has only been like that. Like, you can't show anime. You can't fucking have anything to do with WoW since that Showbeck cocksucker showed up. Yeah, you can't have any associations with that shit and WoW at all. Otherwise, you get copyright dings left and right. Fucking nothing. I've had to re-edit videos and shit. Yeah, that have pieces of fucking... Yeah, you have no idea. Since that asshole has showed up, you can't do anything that has anything to do with anime. Yeah, Old Republic's free to play also. Yeah. The thing about old games, like some of this shit is old games that I keep my eye on, fucking, and see if there's anything interesting. See, I mean, because the thing about them is they're not gonna be gone the next week. If they've been around for quite some time and they're still getting patches and still getting content, they're gonna be around and they're gonna stay around. So you're like, well, that game has been out. And I go, I know it's been out for a long time. It means it's not going to fucking go anywhere. It's not going to fucking go anywhere. Right? Well, here's another one, in fact. Free to play Warframe. Warframe is, if you're not familiar with it, it's been around a long ass time too. It's another one.
This kingdom cannot shelter you from your sin. frozen deaths, and your crimes will still pursue you. Kurovo.
You know what? Let me show you something. Here's people trying to start a trend and motherfuckers trying to tie into that trend. You notice the prevalence of the druid antler horns and shit in all sorts of games in areas now. Look at this skin. Look at what they're fucking selling. Let's find it. Look it. Oh, no. Where is it? Oh, there you go. You can see it right on. See his helmet? See his head? It's got the fucking, like, antler horn. Fucking. Okay, that's in NARAKA right now. That's fucking alright. That's a druid thing. Yeah, you see people trying to push this druid trend thing happening? Think about the people who play fucking druid. Like, that's not by mistake, you guys. That shit is not an accident. Like, well, what a fucking coincidence and shit. That's how you manufacture fucking shit being known brand-wise across a bunch of different brands, and how fucking motherfuckers like Soda Poppin' are millionaires.
Ooh, I love this story. About Balric, and Rania, and Citrine.
I know you do.
Tell it again, Lloyd. Please.
Doomed lovers. Real tearjerker. Had good genes, though. Genes from my two men.
I don't know anything about the patches. I wish there was Warframe. As far as I know, there's not like 10v10 battlegrounds and shit like that. Like, there's duels. Yeah, it's labeled as an action game. Yeah, so there's not explicitly PvP. That's the big thing about Warframe. Let's go back to my wish list. We might not even get that. Path of Exile, there's if you're not familiar with it,
souls such as yours do not go quiet.
It's an RPG. And it's similar to like Diablo. Similar to Diablo. Exile, yeah.
Quietly into the night. They thirst for battle. They yearn to prove themselves. Welcome to the halls of the dead. Earn your place among us. Under Hinikora's watchful eye, test your mettle against the greatest warriors who ever lived. Prove yourself in the trial of the ancestors. In the end, only one can become champion.
This is
Will it
relatively new,
be
apparently.
you?
Trial of the Ancestors. But it's a lot like Diablo, Lost Ark. Very similar. RPG.
Many have met their fate here in the shade of Fell Shrine. So, step lightly. For here you are bound by new rules. My rules. Each step with gold to tempt you, a foe to wound you, a curse to spite you. But do not give up, for vast riches await the bold. Pillage this sanctum if you must. And one day you may uncover its secrets.
My issue is PvP. It's kind of the thing with Warcraft. Like it needs to have PvP in it. For me to play it. I mean, I'll play it some. And I don't even play Lost Ark. Like that's honestly the deal with Lost Ark, and always has been, is it is on the PvE side, I'm time gated. And on the PvP side, the PvP is fucking like a good base. Like, oh, look at this, is like interesting skills and things work together in an interesting fashion. And they never really did anything with the PvP. And it's just mostly PvEers that are time gated hanging out in Lost Ark. That's the real deal with Lost Ark. It's actually a decent game for them to do shit with. It's just they don't fucking do anything with it. I would, if they would open up island PvP on Lost Ark, and it was just something that you queued for as easily as their bullshit arena. I mean, the balance of it would matter a whole lot less, because everybody's individual impact, instead of being like a free for all, or like in one arena format, or like a 3v3 where all of your shit matters and coordinating matters. Things don't have to be perfectly balanced in Battlegrounds, because each person has less of an overall individual impact relative to the group. So, by that one move, they could fix the hangout PvP factor in Lost Ark, just simply by making island PvP matchmaking automated and queuable. People would just sit around and do it. Besides, all those PvEers, most of them can't fucking do arena and WoW. What makes you think they're gonna do arena and Lost Ark? Yeah, they'll sit around and do PvE, because there's plenty of people that do PvE and then do Battlegrounds. But and like I said, no, I mean, you can be impactful without killing one person in objective-based PvP. That's the thing about it. Like, if you just went around and did sap and caps, if they still allow that in WoW, yeah, the reason why there's no more sap and caps, you can thank me. I'm the reason why sap and capping is not a thing. Yeah, I'm one of the best in all time in that game. Out of all fucking, it was always a test of fucking your ability to trade cooldowns. It was something that people held in high regard and high esteem. I'm one of the best to have ever done it, to the point that they watched my videos and decided, we don't think that you should be able to do that at all. You think that's for anybody else? No, they don't. Nobody else. They don't do that for anybody else. For Honor. It's definitely a PvP game. It's only $15 too right now for the base pack.
Can somebody give me a real challenge?
Spec skills, talents, yeah, like that. Not super into Arena, but I definitely can play it.
Bring it on!
It looks good. Yeah, I was considering downloading this.
Do you know what kind
It's
of
only 15
creature
bucks.
waits for its own slaughter? Sheep. The Knights of the Iron Legion were once unconquerable. No longer. They now bend the knee to lords and ladies who have forsaken the wisdom of war. The samurai of the Dawn Empire are fearless, disciplined warriors. Yet their emperor dishonors them with his laws and decrees for peace. Most heartbreaking, perhaps, are the Warborn, the Vikings. These ferocious clans have set aside their axes for their feeble family. They're cowards. We must be brave for them.
We cannot hope to trigger war everywhere.
We can, if we recruit our enemies to the cause. This will be an age of wolves.
How dare you! Thousands of my people dead!
Well, here's your chance for vengeance.
You and your warriors will learn to live like the rest of us! Apollyon played us all, one against the other. For what?
To weed out the weak.
I took an oath to fight for peace. So did you. Through me, the wolves among them will rise again.
Who do you think you are?
War. I am war.
See, there's a fair amount of people that play this game. I looked into it. There's a strong possibility that, yeah, there's a decent amount of possibility that I will play this game at some point. I just don't really play non-PvP. I mean, I do, but there's...
The For Honor battlefield is where warriors fight to bring glory to their pledged factions. To help you prepare for the many thrilling battles ahead, the For Honor team is happy to announce an all-new training mode coming to the game as part of a free update. Whether you're a seasoned veteran looking to sharpen your skills, or an apprentice who's just joined the fight, the new training mode has much to offer. You'll find the new training mode in the home menu of the game. Once selected, you'll find 4 different sections: training media, apprentice trials, warrior trials, and Training Arena. If you're looking to simply brush up on your overall For Honor knowledge, the Training Media section is your in-game library for tutorials. Here you'll find videos on game modes, heroes, and the faction war, along with quick info on in-game features in the tutorial panel section. Now, onto the trials. If you're completely new to For Honor, the Apprentice Trials is the all-new and revamped onboarding system when you first launch the game. The purpose is to show you the basics of the art of battle. The new system will take you step by step through each of the essential skills, grading you as you go. You'll understand guard mode, learn how to use light and heavy attacks, and how to effectively dodge and roll. You'll practice basic guard breaks and focus on conserving your stamina during a fight. Once you've completed the Apprentice Trials, you should have a good idea of what to do when this big fellow's axe is coming straight for your head. You'll even get rewards based on your performance. From here, you can test your skills on the For Honor battlefield and see how you fare. At some point, you may want to come back and take the next step in your training with the Warrior Trials. Here, you'll learn more advanced techniques of the art of battle, including maneuvers like external blocks and parries, and how to make the most of revenge mode. You'll also learn to fend off multiple enemies at once with zone attacks, pull off brutal executions to properly finish off your enemies, use advanced guard break moves, and add a deeper layer to your combat with the use of feints to create openings against your opponent. Mastering these techniques will take your game to a whole new level. The final piece of the training mode is the Training Arena. This is a stress-free, no-judgment environment for you to do just about anything with any hero. Want to try out new heroes to see if they fit your style better? You can do it here. Been getting crushed by a particular enemy with a specific moveset? Learn how to retaliate and practice your moves so you can slaughter them in the next battle. The arena is your training ground to customize as you see fit. You'll have a wide range of options to customize your AI opponent's behavior. You can take your frustration out on them as they stand there helplessly, or you can test your readiness against the best they can throw at you. You can even enable modifiers on your own hero in terms of health, stamina, and revenge state. Get insights on damage points and stamina costs as you throw and receive attacks. With the new training mode, you too can rise up the ranks from apprentice to master and make your faction proud. Epic battles await you. See you on the battlefield.
Yeah, this game looks good. It looks even better now that I'm watching this shit again, in fact. There's a fair amount of trending shit on it on YouTube and whatnot. I probably want to cover this.
In For Honor, knights, Vikings, and samurai fight to control territory in a persistent cross-platform war. Join your faction in battle. Claim new lands. And tip the scales of war in your favor. Will you serve the knights and fight with valor? Will you unite with the samurai and strike with deadly elegance? side with the Vikings and their thirst for battle. Choose your faction. Lead your army into battle. And claim victory to reap the spoils of war. This is not a world to be shared. It is a world to be taken. Your path to faction victory is not carved in stone. It is paved in blood.
There were no signs. It came without warning. Came to us all. The desperate few struggled to survive. Perhaps we had a chance for peace. But desperation and trust are seldom allies. So began a millennium of conflict. A 1,000 years of war. The greatest warriors the world has ever known. The reason they fight, lost to the ages. And yet, here they still stand, searching for a sign of peace. I will show them. I am Apollyon. I bring war.
This is old too. 6 years? Oh, this is what...
Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Eleanor from Ubisoft Montreal, and welcome to this commented walkthrough video.
It's like a 10-minute video. Yeah, there's a strong chance we'll be playing that one. Let's see, what's another one? This is an MMORPG. Oh, fuck, these are all actually really good. Let's just fucking watch all of them. I don't know if we're gonna play any games today. Give me a second, though. I'm gonna grab another drink. We'll look at three more games. Yeah, I almost forgot. There's actually a new RPG, and I want to say that this is maybe low key that fucking RPG. I don't know for sure. And there's lots of RPGs that come out of Asia is the thing, because RPGs are still really they're fucking huge in Asia still. Like there's so many RPGs that come out of Asia. But there was one that was supposed to be from those motherfuckers over that made LOL. And I don't know if this is low-key it. But it looks pretty good. So we'll take a look at that shit. But give me a second and yeah. We'll look at that. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
We have just arrived live on the scene of a murder that happened late last night. And although details are very sketchy, we do know that one of the shooting victims is rapper Snoop Doggy Dogg. There was apparently a lot of gunfire here.
Aquí abrazaron el Snoop Doggy Dogg. No sabemos por qué es motivo, pero...
As I look up at the sky, my mind starts tripping, a tear drops my eye. My body temperature falls. I'm shaking and they breaking, trying to save the dough. Pumping on my chest and I'm screaming. I stop breathing, damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I make it better.
And how long will I live?
Eternal life and forever.
Or will I be the G that I was?
I make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of. So relax your soul, let me take control. Close your eyes, my soul.
My eyes are closed. Murder was the case that they gave me. 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 I'm fresh up out my coma. I got my mama and my daddy and my homies in my corner. It's gonna take a miracle, they say, for me to walk again and talk again. But anyway, I get fronted some keys to get back on my feet. And everything that said came to reality. Living like a baller low, I'm having money and blowing hella smoke. I bought my mama a Benz, my boo-boo a Jag, and now I'm rolling in the 9 AL Dog Ray.
Just remember who changed your mind, cause when you start set tripping, that ass is mine.
Indeed, agree, proceed to smoke. Never have a want, never have a need. They say I'm greedy, but I still want more. Cause my eyes want to journey some more. Really though.
Check it out.
I pray the Lord, my soul is here. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord, my soul is here.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case that they gave me. No more endo, gin and juice. I'm on my way to Chino, rolling on the Grey Goose, shackled from head to toe. 25 with the SL, with nowhere to get, so I know. From the other side, recognize my face, cause it's the OG, Digo double G, LBC. Man, dogging, cause I don't care. Red jumpsuit with 2 braids in my head. Stare as I enter the center. They send me to a level 3 yard, that's where I stay. Late night, I hear toothbrushes scraping on the floor. Getting they shanks, just in case the war pops off. Cause you can't tell what's next. My little homie, baby boo, he took a pencil in his neck. And he probably won't make it to C22. I'll put that on my mama, I'm gonna ride for you, baby boo. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case that they gave me.
those guys, unless they're gonna try to rely on. Let me tell you. So all those like multi rank ones and shit like that, they're a victim of that gearing system that fucking Venruki came up with. That apparently is like, it's apparently the end level. I only played twink accounts during Mop and Wad when I did play, and I played Incognito and WoW, and apparently the end game gearing system was kind of similar to this shit that they have in WoW right now, in retail WoW. See, the thing is, and they were like, well, everybody's gonna have fucking very similar gear. You sure you want that shit? It's like Naraka. They forced me to fight invincible fucking bots so long in Naraka, like so much in Naraka. Like Neo in the fucking Matrix. I guarantee you they're going, he's doing what? He's beating some of the bots designed to never be beaten? He's beating some of the bots that are designed not to be beaten? I I'm used to fighting up a tier effectively, consistently, or more. Yo, there's a lot of these guys that are like, man, I'm rank 1 forever. And shit like that, that literally, if they truly let the numbers be the same and people are closing the gear gap. That's why you're getting people who, as I get gear in that game, that are just fucking they're gonna be shitting them. They're like, what the fucking, what, shh, you're gearing bad. You're 99% fucking aim assist. You're fucking honeypotting people. Everybody knows you're anybody that knows anything knows that you're honeypotting people. Shh. Shh. Yeah, there's gonna be some I'm fucking the world's best at this fucking shit. Hey, you listen to Venruki and there's 3-second kicks, but more importantly, people are fucking able to get gear to the point that, and that's not always a good thing though. Here's the thing. There's going to be people who have more, it's going to be more prevalent. It's kind of a double-edged sword. For me, if I don't have to fight, the closer I get to best in slot, the more you're going to be in real deep shit. You're going to start going, what? That's broken and you can't, because I'm not lying about the shit that I do, that I've come up with, that I've theory crafted, that just makes me fucking better than people. It's not a lie. I play keyboard and mouse with 2 fucking hands. Understand? You know, how do you even enable? It's because I've thought about it systematically and then learned the muscle memory to actually play this shit with 2 fucking hands. It's not a question. I actually am better and faster than you, and I approach it in a more intelligent fashion. That's not a question. But they're gonna be a victim. I'm predicting the future right now, since they've made it easier for everybody to get gear, and I'm running into this too. You'll hear me talk about it, where I'm like, I'm fucking offended that you're backpedaling, but you have enough gear and the spec you're playing, just through the spec being good. Like I'm actually offended that you can backpedal but have managed to play long enough to acquire gear that gives me a run for my money no matter how good I am. So it's not just me and other people, it's fucking lesser players, but they kind of know what they're doing. Having enough gear and a spec that's, in quotes, broken enough. But I mean, it's good enough that through spec and gear alone, they can kind of get it carries their backpedaling asses. And that shit, you hear me talk about it. And I go, how in the fuck did you get gear with that level of play, where I'm actually having to fucking play hard and not just wiping your sorry ass out? So it's not just, it's also me. I'm experiencing the gear inflation effect as well, because normally those people won't have access to the gear to give me a run for my money at all. But, you know, it's being what it is, certain specs are strong, certain specs are weak, so there's certain things that's like, no, if you've taken the time, you can, under the current gearing system, you can stockpile the fucking gear. You can put together the gear that will with certain specs that will carry you beyond, you know, and that will change obviously as they rebalance it, and that'll change, you know, next season and this shit and that shit. But for right now, there's certain shit. I mean, there always is, let's say. It's just that when everybody has the same instance PvP item level, it's gonna, those differences in who's getting carried by spec and who's not. You're like, this fucking guy is walking backwards. And I don't mean like he's yaw turning to prevent getting camera broke. I mean literally he's walking backwards because that's his play style. All right, he doesn't have movement better than that shit. So he's walking backwards and he's clicking shit. And there's definitely people being carried by strong specs and gear right now. But I mean, you know, it doesn't bother me that bad. I'm like, it's an annoyance. But the overriding repercussions are, you're gonna find out that people are like, wait a minute, you're actually as good as I said. Oh yeah, that's what did you think? Are you serious? Okay, so Monster Hunter. This is another one I'm looking at. It's actually a PvE game. It's mostly a PvE game. But it's boss fights. I believe it's mostly boss fights. It's like basically like fighting robots. So I would be willing to bet that there's probably a ranked ladder for boss killing, like a PvE ladder for this. Yeah, it's only $15 too. This is a possibility that I may play in the future, just for the fuck of it. Like I said, I would be willing to bet there's probably some kind of like dungeon, you know, the equivalent of dungeon racing, but with boss kills. It's like some kind of competition ladder. I can't imagine that they'd make a game like this and then not make a competition ladder also. Yeah, like you could have 3v, basically dungeon racing 3v3. They probably already have it. I haven't played it, but I'm guessing. This is apparently an Assassin's Creed crossover.
Must have been magic of some kind that brought me to this world.
Magic?
I'm leaving this one in the Witcher's hands.
Venture to say I could take care of your problem in the woods. Tree roots? Those birds attacked me too. Any idea why they suddenly turned aggressive?
It was as if something was manipulating them.
It must be something else. Now, show yourself. Let's go. Igni should do the trick. Ever fight a Witcher? Ciri's been places I know, but I don't think she's ever come to this.
Let's get a play. Yeah, just pause. I don't know.
Hunter, seem capable of handling this yourself. Take care now, Hunter. Exploring unfamiliar territory? Few things more interesting.
There's apparently some kind of story mode. I don't know.
It's having an incredible effect on other life in the new world.
Wait. That is no island.
Hunters, fight hard and stay smart.
I can't leave yet. Not when there's work to be done.
What in the hell? You have cats sitting in a hot spring.
Wow. The new world.
Be careful.
You ready? Get to your posts now!
I had actually hoped in Lost Ark that solo Guardian raids would turn into some shit like that. It just never did. It never turned into be that. Stupid. Yeah, that's actually what I hope. I hope that Solo Guardian raids would turn into that shit. And it never did. It just fucking never did. I have no idea why they did not do that shit. Monster Hunter World, that shit is definitely on the watch list of things that maybe... Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back and look at this. This is that fucking RPG, MMORPG that I was talking about. And it's apparently still in development. You can get early access to it. Doesn't it look kind of LOL type shit?
Wayfinders.
It's a little, looks a little bit.
Do you remember the fall?
But it's stylish.
The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price. But I have found your echoes in the gloom. Remember who you were. Who you are. And return to us. Silo, the Emperor called you a thief and a smuggler, but the people called you a hero. And they need that hero now. Nis, born in darkness, sworn to revenge. Nothing will stand between you and your prey. Senja, the last of the Iron Sisters. But when you close your eyes, that pain fades into the roar of the crowds. Wingrave, you safeguarded Skylight long before the fall. Give us hope that the light can still triumph.
Get behind me!
Venomous, a child of the maze, a nation of monsters. But in time, you became something even more terrifying. Pyros, you sacrificed your human body to master arcane power like no other. We need your mind. You fell, and the world was broken. Civilization is fractured. But you can return and give our world one last chance.
This world needs champions.
Look at stylistically. It's still partially in development, but you can get early access to it, and it's free to play. Tell me they're fucking designing some kind of PvP for this shit. Please. Tell me they're designing PvP like there is PvP. It needs to not be arena. Alright, arena in any situation. Yeah. Look at the game. That's fucking, there's gameplay in that. That's the game. Look at stylistic. This is some shit.
Welcome to Wayfinder, a character-based online role-playing game for you and your friends. It's all set in Evanor, a gorgeous world that has fallen to an ancient and mysterious force known as the Gloom. It's up to you to push back against this hostile calamity that twists and corrupts everything it touches. You'll control the chaos as Wayfinders, powerful and diverse characters who are echoes of fallen heroes. After a cataclysmic event, they have been reborn of the Gloom, allowing you to shape both your Wayfinders' playstyle as well as their look. This is the Highlands, one of our large open-world areas. Here, you'll pick up quests, find world bosses, participate in public events.
What's going on, bro?
You'll also meet friends old and new while you're on your adventures. Public events are always more manageable with some help from other players. Each Wayfinder comes with their own set of unique moves and talents, but it's up to you to make your Wayfinder your own. Wayfinders like Senja lead the charge by pummeling enemies with their up-close and personal attacks. Each Wayfinder can play a major role in experimenting with different strategies and party compositions. After exploring the Highlands and adding a few notches under our belt, it's time to head to our social hub, Skylight.
Like, here's the
Skylight
thing.
serves as your main hub.
It needs to have a speccing system that legitimately makes a difference in how people do and how things are done. It needs to be customizable so people's characters can become their own. All right, and multiple things need to be viable. Like, within that, there needs to be not just like, well, this is the only one that works. Because there's a lot of that shit in Lost Ark where you're like, this is the only way to play it. This is the only fucking one. You can try a bunch of other shit, but nothing works. Except for this shit. There's numerous things like that shit. And that happens in RPGs if you don't build a good, robust system. Right, the reality is, no, you could play all 3 rogue specs if you wanted, both PvE and PvP. That's the reality about it. Is there differences? Yeah, but the differences only matter between like me and less than 1% of the population, truth be told. All right. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you run up against me, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. And wow, why? Because the only people that know there's only about 1% of the population that knows what's going on, as well as I do, or less than that. Or less than that. It's a very exclusive club. Yeah, but that shit needs to work in both PvE and PvP. If there, Jesus Christ, I'm definitely playing this game if there's PvP involved. Well thought out PvP. Like, that Lost Ark shit is not well thought out. Like, there's no reason in Lost Ark to not play a ranged class. None. There in the PvP they've set up and how it's set up, there is no penalty to play ranged at all. It has all the strengths, none of the weaknesses. And at that point you go, what's the point of PvP? At least small scale PvP. But yeah, this game, look at this shit. Stylistically, it captures that, like, holy shit, this is a fucking not a human world. It's like a whole new thing. There might be humans, yes, but like in the same fashion that WoW has. Like, there's something to be said that looks like it looks real, and you're like, oh wow, that could really exist. And then there's something else where it's like you've creatively in an art directive fashion. Art directive, that's not even a word. It made something that is completely fantastical yet totally and believably exists. A real imaginary world, if you will.
For taking on quests, turning loot into weapons, as well as other wayfinders, both of which will be continuously added over time. In addition to unlocking wayfinders, you can also create unique combinations of abilities and weapons. Kairos excels in dealing damage. Equipping him with a rifle makes him a powerful addition to a party from a distance.
So your specs come from weapons.
Skylight's Gloomgate serves as a portal into dungeons called Lost Zones. These ever-shifting dungeons
they
are
probably
first
have your character
discovered
probably
out in
has
the
base
wilds of
shit,
Evanor.
and then the
But as
weapons.
a wayfinder,
It's like
you
New
can
World
access and manipulate them with your Gloom Dagger.
with their weapons.
Lost Zones can be
or
directly
similar.
shaped and modified by you. Mutators allow you to control the chaos. In exchange for better rewards, Wayfinders can influence enemy spawns, environmental effects, and other challenging in-game conditions. We can't wait for you to play Wayfinder later this year. Sign up for a chance to play the game early, now. Thanks for watching.
I probably will be signing up for, this one. I'll probably be signing up for access to it. Tell me that they're fucking, I mean, I think you can already actually get access. That's old, this video. Oh, that's it for the videos. $20 though. Yeah. Just don't go out to eat. Don't get another fast food burger. This one I'm super interested in. Like yeah. Wayfinder, that's definitely one that I don't know why. It just stylistically looks very good. It looks very good. It has a lot of possibility. I haven't played it obviously, but I like the way it looks. Armored Core, yeah, this one people have been playing. I've seen it on Twitch and whatnot.
You again.
It's very cinematic.
You know, I'm not exactly craving company here.
Units now entering combat zone. Initiating phase
2. So, what happened to 617 and the others? Fill me in, Admiral Walter. Well, at least you're helping me clear my inventory. This one is functional, but don't expect much more.
I'm not here to talk. Wake it up. Reporting to Handler Walter. Mission complete. 621. I'll give you a reason to exist. Let's get to work.
Crazy thing about the whole mech deal is that in modern day warfare, in real fucking modern day warfare, we're getting closer and closer to not, I guess, a driven mech, but I mean drones and fucking, that's the crazy thing, is once they figure out how they're gonna start making it, it won't be humans on battlefields and shit, and there won't be human casualties directly. It'll be fucking robots and shit. I mean, it already is, but it's gonna be more and more so from now until the future.
Where there's coral.
Of course, I knew this was a Bandai. You expect to hear that. You just expect to hear that Bandai. That whole fucking. You had to know if there's mechs in it. It's a fucking.
That's how it's always been, 621.
This game's super cinematic. I can already tell the movement is, this game is fucked up. I can already tell it's fucking fun to play.
Code 1-5. Target for termination things alive. It doesn't die easy. 621. It's time for work.
Yeah, Armored Core's been around a while. This is that new shit though. When did this one? Yeah, this one came out not that long ago. August 24. This is kind of long. We'll watch the gameplay preview. I'll watch this whole one. If this game actually looks good, this is another very strong possibility that I might get to play.
Hello, and thanks for checking out the video. With this footage, we'll introduce our new mech action game, Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. We hope it gives you an idea of this title's mood and gameplay. In a future where interstellar travel is commonplace, our story begins in a distant star system on the fictional planet Rubicon 3. Our protagonist, an independent mercenary, is smuggled into Rubicon in search of a mysterious new substance known as coral.
Your position is grid 135. Off target, but within permissible range. There's a catapult ahead. Use it to close the gap.
Huge multi-layered stages will let players make the most of their AC's exceptional movement and attack capabilities.
Time to fly, 621.
Overwhelm enemies with up to 4
I guarantee
weapons
this game is
simultaneously,
fucking
equipped to
fun
each
as
arm
fuck
and
to play.
shoulder.
I can already tell. Look at
They'll get in the
it's
way of our
definitely
work.
double stick.
Eliminate them. Picking up signals from AC Rex. Follow the markers.
Assault Boost is one of the core abilities at your disposal, used for both traversal and combat.
Did you hear anything about what the Corps are up to?
Yeah, they'll be coming soon. You got us on the run. We're being attacked!
Identify AC! Return fire!
Bullshit, makes me I guarantee you.
Take full advantage of your AC's mobility to freely navigate the environment.
Yeah, I can already tell you. it's
Use
fucking
Boost to
fun.
take the fight to the air, extending combat dimensions beyond the 2D plane.
Is that an independent? Destroy it!
You're outnumbered, 621. Use your missiles.
Use vertical catapults to gain even more altitude and launch into the action from above.
drift transformer shit.
Against tougher enemies, deal impact damage to their attitude control system to temporarily put them out of action. This is called stagger. Any attack received in this state is considered a direct hit, dealing heavy damage. Assembly lets you exchange various parts of your AC at will, including weapons, frame parts such as the head and core, and internal parts for power management.
You build your own transformer.
Assembling an AC to fit your own playstyle and strategy is crucial to success.
Got a job for you, 621. This one's a request from the Arquebus Group.
Raven, this request comes from Schneider, an Arquebus subsidiary. The mission will take place in the Bonadea dunes of Western Bellius. Our coral investigation there is being blocked by the Strider, a Rubicon Liberation Front mining ship. You are to destroy it. The Strider is a mobile resource base that was extensively weaponized by the Liberation Front. Call it the crowning glory of their efforts to militarize into an anti-corporate force. Your attack will focus on the Eye, a giant laser cannon connected directly to the main generator. It's protected by a shield, which is powered by auxiliary sub-generators. These should be your first targets. This concludes the briefing. Good luck.
Time for a little self-promotion, 621. Smash the Strider, and Arquebus HQ will be sure to remember your name.
Main system, activating combat mode.
Commence mission. First, get through all that dust and make contact with the Strider.
Here, we're up against an enormous weapon that eclipses our AC in size.
Activate the eye. Move them away. Yes, sir. Align with Rubicon. Align with Rubicon.
Some missions will see you partnered up with
fast and fun as fuck. Like it's gonna be, look at the movement. The movement is so dippy and slippy and slidey and straighty.
Can't take yourself away from chatting with a tag along. Why don't you start a sewing club together and stitch that damn mouth of yours shut?
this is fucking gameplay,
Cavalry
too.
isn't coming. Wipe them out, 621.
Your mission objectives will range from protecting targets and information gathering to the annihilation of enemy forces.
50%.
Attacking a watch point. You're incorrigible, Handler Walter. How many of your dogs must I kill before you learn? But I hear you make fine hounds with the right training. Shame you'll have to die here.
2 repair kits remaining.
It needs to be PvP, not fought out in an ocean, but it needs in all this terrain.
As your campaign progresses, you'll face a number of dangerous situations,
obstacles and terrain,
and often be pitted against rival AC pilots in bitter duels.
That's my only
Keep the pressure up in these intense battles. Don't give the enemy a chance.
It just seems like duels and shit. Not it. That's not it. That's like yeah. Is it Warframe? I don't know. I haven't played Warframe either, but doesn't it only kind of have duels? Warframe.
Formidable boss encounters also await you at the end of certain missions.
PvP. So people get
These fights are fast and aggressive, presenting a challenge for even the impossibly powerful AC. By observing the enemy's movements and tells, the player can learn as the battle unfolds.
Healers.
And a good commander assembly will often provide the first step to overcoming even the most daunting foes. We invite players to take on this one for themselves and see what else awaits. Thank you for watching.
It needs to be more than like.
That concludes our introduction to Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. We appreciate your continued support and look forward to seeing you at launch.
I don't know anything about Armored Core, whatever the fuck, 1 through 5. I've never seen it. You know, I don't know anything about it. I think I've heard of it, the series. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. This is the first time it's crossed my desk. Android goodness. From Bandai.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Is this the... Oh, this is a replay of...
Fight.
Like a 2-minute track.
Activating cerebral coral control device.
We already watched this, actually.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
6v6 Battlegrounds. Tell me that it has it. 6v6 Battlegrounds is like a post-cataclysmic setting. Or post-apocalyptic settings. Cataclysmic. Free-for-all Battle Royale wouldn't be bad in this game mode either.
Interesting.
But you build your character, that's the thing. So you're not really scavenging.
Ready to climb the wall?
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
A call response from the generator. Watch out.
Why hide behind another's call sign?
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
Ooh. Yeah, this didn't come out that long ago. Is this the same trailer? Yeah, it needs 6v6. And enough in the gun specking, the attachment specking, differentiation that there's like dot specs and healing specs and that type of shit. Yeah, so like probably a common thing would be like a fire spec that burns shit and does damage over time. And melee specs and range specs and that type of shit. It gives off a super duper fucking Terminator vibe with the music. Skynet and shit. Skynet became self-aware at 10:34 p.m. on a Thursday like every other Thursday. Those are the games that I'm looking at from now until the future. There's all sorts of things. This Payday one actually looks pretty good. It's a bank robber game. Not bad. I mean, as far as thought goes and whatnot, basically you're sticking up people. Yeah, this Payday one doesn't. It seems like I mean, you're running the ultimate heist, essentially the ultimate bank heist, so to speak. Yeah, it's fucking a really good concept for a game. I might be following that one actually. I think that one is another one that's worthy to mention and look at. That seems like it's interesting. It looks kind of like GTA-esque. Looks kind of like GTA, but the whole object is, I believe, to fucking get away with the ultimate heist, the ultimate bank heist. Fucking, I think it's concept wise, it's badass. I watched a stream of it a little bit yesterday. Doesn't seem bad. Yeah, I think it might also still be in development. Let's see if that is this still in development, or is this game full version out? Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's full. The full version is out of Armored Core. Yeah, that's another one. How much is it? $60. So it's a full price game, but it also looks very good. I need to look into it a little bit more and see what kind of PvP it has. I think it might have some kind of arena and dueling. Yeah, which, like, I always thought Warframe needed like 5v5 or 10v10 or something, and the same thing with this shit. It needs like 5v5 or 6v6 or some shit like that. Some shit like that. Yeah. But those are the games that I'm looking at. Look at this. Early Modern Warfare 3. That should be coming here in the next few months. Actually. Yeah. They're planning on releasing a Modern Warfare every fucking year. It'll still have the same people doing the same shit, doing the same. Will I play it? Truthfully, probably. I'll probably play it. I may not play it right when everybody else does, and they do all like, oh look, and I'm doing the campaign mode and shit like that. Like, I probably maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll probably end up playing it, but I'm probably not gonna play Modern Warfare 2 right now. Truthfully. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we're doing all sorts of other shit. Those are all the games, though, that I'm looking at currently from now until the future. There's some that are still in development. There's old ones in there. The thing about old games that I keep an eye on is that if they're still putting out content for it, there's still people on the servers. There's still, if they've been around for a while, they're gonna be around for a while. New games, they come and go. All right, they live and die. But if they've been around for, like, as long as like what, Knights of the is it Knights of the Old Republic, whichever one it is. Yeah, where is it? Well, we'll just go to mine. Yeah. Star Wars The Old Republic. It's been around a long time. It'll be around. It'll still be around. There's people on the servers. It'll still be around for quite some time. That's the thing. New games, though, they come and go. Paragon, the Overprime, that looks like a really good, fun type shooter as well. And some of these, like I said, at some point, then we start going, well, it's kind of like Overwatch. And I go, yeah, it actually kind of is, huh? It's kind of Overwatch-esque. So who knows? We might play some Overwatch at some point, too. We may fucking, who knows, I mean, Paragons of the Overprime, yeah, it's similar-ish. The only thing is it's third-person shooter mixed with MOBA. So MOBA, if you know how MOBAs work with the bases and shit like that, yeah, if you're familiar how they work, then beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's objective-based PvP. And basically what this is turning everything into is micromanaging all the shit that happens in MOBAs up close and personal, which is interesting to me. I think that that's an interesting mix of game genres. So in any case, that's what's going on. That's what I'm looking at from now until the future. A lot of people are playing. I mean, and that's not all of it. There's obviously things I've missed. Starfield is another interesting one that I'm gonna keep my eye on. That if they turn it into an MMO RPG, and they put in a PvP aspect to it, I definitely will be playing it. But I've been looking at a lot of games I keep my eye on it. The Star Wars one in particular, I've watched for many years just to see what's going on, what they do with it. The big thing that has kept me from playing the Star Wars one in particular is there's no real rogues. It's like Thief. The stealth mechanics and shit like that in it are like Thief in Guild Wars. That shit, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, but it's not a real rogue thing, and that kind of was like, And in Guild Wars 2, they've already nerfed shit that I've done. Like, I don't know how long the Vanish heal has been, but now it has its both the spammable Vanish Strike, whatever the fuck it's called, and the Vanish heal now have cast times, and they're kickable. And I can tell you that against good players, they can and will be kicked, and that is clunky as fuck. I can't imagine. Yeah, I mean, me being me, I haven't even PvP'd in Guild Wars, and they saw what I was fucking doing, and they went, that's pretty strong. And I go, how have people not already done this shit that you nerfed it? But can you imagine Vanish being kickable in WoW? That's the effect I have on games, right? When game makers figure out that I've downloaded a game, they go, oh shit, this guy? Yo, what's the problem? He's gonna fucking comb the systems until he finds shit that is better than we intended. And then we're gonna be making all kinds of changes. Well, because he'll be king of our little worlds if we don't. And that's really what is going on. They didn't choose me to be that guy. They didn't choose me to be that guy. They chose motherfuckers like Peekaboo to be that guy. That's gonna do it for me this evening. At Kodash-OG. I might turn the stream on later and we might just do some gameplay. We might do a stream after the stream. I've been doing that. But I gotta grab something to eat. But yeah, I want to do this because this is what's going on from now into the future. This is what I got my eyes on game-wise. This is what I'm looking at. This is what's there's obviously other shit out there that I've missed, but these are the ones that I've seen. These are the ones that I keep my eye on regularly. Eve, I always keep kind of tabs on and have for a lot of years. Yeah, maybe, who knows, we'll play some Eve online. It's also free, so you know, no monetary investment involved, just to fuck around and see if you like it. But a lot of the games on my list, a lot of the games that we saw, those are free and or in development still and have free beta access. At Kodash-OG. Google me. Thanks for watching. I might turn the stream on. We'll play some NARAKA or some Guild Wars leveling, actually.